Alright, welcome to this video. This is a kind of a follow-up on the first one. If you haven't seen it, link is in the description. This is some kind of second thoughts on the update with the J-out. And of course, I will give you what the title promises. I will show you that this is exploitable and in a bad way. And also, I want to compare the benefit against the downsides of this update, because yeah, it's really harming a lot of other game modes outside Air RB. So yeah, I could say each other game mode, but let's have a look. Right, let's think it through. It's not affecting tanks. That's what we know. Even though that there's a message in the screen that somebody next to you will get credited for the kill. That's not true. That's what we know. I've tested it, and if you J out in a tank, you just will explode. That's it. Let's think about something else regarding tank games. So if you are in a plane, and it doesn't matter if it's RB or SB ground forces, and you return to the runway and decide to support your team as a tank. So you land and you leave the plane. What will happen if someone followed you to that airfield? And that's something that is happening rather often. You will get killed for J'ing out, even if you have repaired. Somebody will get credited for that kill, and I expect that in RB he will also get spawn points for this, which then supports the other team. Yeah, and you will lose and have to pay for this plane, even though you just landed and you just wanted to switch back to the tank, what a lot of tankers, yeah, would appreciate, because they hate planes. I don't know. All right, so this is RB and SB ground forces. You can also not change the loadout. That's also RB and SB ground forces. If you want to go and change the loadout, you risk to lose your plane just because somebody is nearby, and this is something that is not good. Let's just say it that way. I don't want to get into swearing. Yeah. Then we have, of course, enduring confrontation. And in enduring confrontation, if you're not familiar to this mode, you have to gather spawn points with, I don't know, doing tasks, with shooting players, bombing bases, bombing airfields, whatever. And if you then have enough spawn points to get into a higher BR plane, well, you know what? You are going to lose that plane, especially in EC6, because the AAA cannot push away anybody from the airfield there. And the next thing is that the area at like 3,500 meters is a safe area, and you can just hover over that airfield without anything happening. So yeah, we have now 3 modes badly inflicted by this feature. The ground forces RB and SB, the enduring confrontation, and of course it's also affecting arcade battles, even though I don't see it that critical there. you can there, of course, also change your plane or change your loadout. But okay, I think it's just too much waste of a time. But all right, we're just talking through this, and now let's think about if this feature does what it does. Because if I want to deny you a kill in a bomber, I don't have to J out. I can also, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the first one who came up with this solution. I can also overspeed. I can crash. I still have options to ruin your game by bad sportsmanship. I mean, it's not like I would do this, because I wouldn't fly a bomber, and secondly, in RB, right, I did this, I admit it, but that's not my favorite style. So there are still ways to deny a kill, and the solution is, I would say, half bake it and absolutely alpha status. And guys from Gaijin, I really appreciate a lot that you do something for the players, something that players kept complaining about, and it's to see that you do something is always awesome. And for the future, I really wish you would test it through, talk to each other in the office, or if you're programming at home or whatever, just talk to other people. I mean, I have an extremely cool idea. Maybe talk to the players. Go into the forum. I mean, we what could go wrong? Beside the fact that they will ask you things and tell you things. So I know it's a lot of input. I know that if you create something, a lot of people will come and tell you, oh no, this is not good, do it like this, do it like that. And I do understand that maybe this is too much, but I think if someone with a little experience over the game modes would have thought about this feature and how it will affect other modes, and I think in the future you should do this thinking. I think rather often you just don't take other modes into account, and you're missing out an opportunity to maybe affect the other modes also in a positive way. And even if it's just that you make sure that the feature that you bring into the game does not ruin other people's games. I mean, that's not too much, isn't it? All right. And yes, in the last couple of minutes of this video, I would like to show you how to exploit this thing. Really, there is an exploit possible with this, and I want to put a disclaimer first. Guys, don't do this at home. Children, don't do this at home. You can get your account banned. I did this here for science and for testing, and it's I don't know what you have been thinking. I don't know, and it's preventable. So I will give the solution first. First, I will tell you, Gaijin, you can get rid of most of the problems with this feature by just making the program think about if the plane that is now J'ing out, if it's at 0 speed or if it's not. That's a pretty simple solution. If the plane is not moving, if it has 0 speed, just don't activate that feature, that rule. If it's higher than 0, do it. And in that way, we can all change our loadouts, we can change our planes and during confrontation, and everybody will be happy. I mean, for a time, until enough people came to the conclusion that I can still deny you a kill by just overspeeding my bomber or crashing into the ground. All right. But let's get back to the exploit. So what we see here is me with two computers. I have I started on PS4, and so I have also a PS4 account, and I went into Enduring Confrontation, and yeah, just spawned on one runway, the one that is the furthest away, but still reachable in an acceptable time. And I just flew with my second computer with the I-153P over that airfield. And now I J out on the first computer. What is happening you see here. And yes, I can do this for 3 hours. You could do this with a friend. You can even open up games for this in with 4 people. And let's just quickly calculate how much I can earn in 3 hours if I assume that I can J out at minimum 4 times per minute. And I will give you the math in a second. All right, so I assumed that you can do the J out 720 times in 3 hours, minus 40 times that you need for getting somewhere to do it, to the other airfield, and multiplied by what we have here, so that's the SL, you can earn 3 million SL in 3 hours. It's quite good. Not even bombers can reach this, I think. Post it if you know something else. And regarding the expected research points, 341,000, and this is all without any bonus. So I did not even land that plane. I did not stay for long in that session, which means that this will be more. It will be much more in the end. And I did it with a rank 2 plane. Yeah. Now imagine what happens if you do this with something like, I don't know, the F100. You can spade that thing in one session. Or here you have 780%, 696% on research, and compare it to these stats. I mean, there's room for improvement in regarding the exploit. But okay, that's not what we want. I just wanted to show you. Alright, this is what it looks like. I did show you the exploit, the clickbait of this video, and yeah, one more time I want to tell you, don't do this. You can get your account banned for this. The best thing that can happen is that you get a rollback, and the worst thing that happens is your account being locked down. So don't do this. Don't use exploits. All right? Okay. So with all this stuff in mind, please comment in the comment section below what you think about all of this, and even post if you think here has happened something positive, because something positive has happened. Gaijin did something to improve our game. They just did it wrong. I mean, the intention was awesome. Thank you guys. So post it into the comments what you think about this, and also if you want to have informations in the future and don't want to miss out one of my videos, please make a subscription, hit the bell so you have the announcement, click on announcement always, and then I see you in the next video. Bye.